In this Taranis quick tip, I want to talk about what the exclamation mark means when you come across it as you're setting up a model. So here's a test model that we've put together to illustrate the point. You'll have seen the exclamation mark in some of the other videos in this series in front of things like switch positions, curves and logical pieces as well. And the exclamation mark actually means the inverse. So I want to just show you how that works so that you can understand it, and also you can avoid selecting it in error if you're setting up a model. So here's a very simple model that we've got already with the 4 standard inputs: rudder, elevator, throttle and aileron. And this time what we're going to do is just add a little mix to the throttle. We're going to assign dual rates on a switch. So the way we'd normally do this is we'd open up the existing one, we'd set it to a switch. Let's do switch E in the middle position. Then we'll duplicate that just to edit the second one. And we'll say that the switch E at the back position, and we'll make the value 50%. So now what should happen when we simulate the radio is that when SE is in its back position, we get 50% of the throttle range. When it's in the middle position, we get 100%. So SE is in the back position, and there's channel 1 at the bottom, only moving to minus 50% to plus 50%, unless SE's in the middle position that we've programmed, and there we are, we're going right to the very end, minus 100% and plus 100%. The weird thing is if we put SE in the third position, look at that, now the switch doesn't do anything. And this can be handy when you're using 3-position switches to set up 2 things. So what we can do is actually go back into this second part of the mix and actually say that I want to have 50% travel if I'm not in the middle position of SE. So if I'm in middle position for switch E, I get 100%. If I'm not in the middle position of switch E, I get 50%. So watch how that works. So pop into simulator, switch E is in the back position, i.e. not in the middle, we get 50%. Goes in the middle position, we're back to 100. But this time, if I go back to the other side of switch E, because switch E is not in the middle position, I get my 50% range again. Now why would this be useful? Well, actually when you're setting up some of the more advanced features in programming the radio, being able to say when something isn't in a switch position can come in very handy. It's a shortcut way rather than try and tell the Taranis to account for all of the other possible switch positions. So if you're actually selecting a switch or a curve or a logical function within the radio and you find out that there are some with an exclamation mark in front and some not, just be aware that that's the case. Without the exclamation mark, it's just the default action of that switch or control. If it has the exclamation mark in front of it, it means the exact opposite. It means not switch E in the middle in this case. Thank you for taking the time to watch that video. There are lots of other videos on the channel and they're carefully ordered into playlists, so you may find that there are other videos on this same subject that you can go and watch. So I would recommend going into the playlist area of Painless 360 YouTube channel and looking around and seeing what there is. You never know what you might find. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and happy flying.